Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel once again. So in today's video I'll show you how we can paint all these hanging flower with simple brush pen. So I have this brush pen. These are auto filled brush pen and these are very simple to paint. So let's start with today's video. I am using watercolor sheet, but you can use normal paper also to practice this with brush pen, because for the brush pen you don't need a very thick sheet, and I am using this 24 set of camel brush pen. So if you don't know about brush pen, I'll tell you a little bit so that you can understand how we can use it. So it is almost like a brush only, but in the brush we have hairs, and when you push your brush a little bit you will get thicker element. So in the brush pen as well we have a flexible tip, but we don't have brush hairs. So when you hold your brush like this, no matter how much pressure you are applying, you will not get thicker lines. So you need to hold your brush like this, little slanted, so that you can get thickness, and accordingly you can move your brush to get thicker element and fine element both. So let's start with the first flower. With the help of pencil you can create some hanging lines like this, because all the flowers are hanging flowers, so we need a little string, and then according to your string you can create your flower. So in the first flower I'm creating 5 petals like this, front facing, and you need to do something like this throughout your string that you have created. But we also need different perspective as well, because we are creating a group of flowers. So a couple of flowers are side perspective, so I'm creating petals only at one side, and couple of them are full flower, so you can create 5 to 6 petal in a normal perspective, and in between you can create some smaller flower as well to make it look like these are flower bird, and couple of them are more tilted towards side, so that you can create 3 petals on one direction, and you can create a group of flowers like this. So I have created flower with my pink color, then I'm using light pink color and creating couple of more petals in between to get different shades of pink color. So this is optional. If you want to use only one color it is totally fine, but I am using 2 different color. And then for the center part of the flower you can use any other color. So I'm using yellow color for the center part. I have left little bit space in the center so that I can create center part of the flower as well. Now these are my flowers. Now with the help of green color I have 4 different shades of green. So this one is the dark green color, and I'm going in between the flowers to create flower string, and at the base of the string you can create a small green structure to make it look like we have some green element at the base and in between the string as well. So these are the green element that we have created. Now you can create main leaves as well. So for this one I'm creating 2 strokes leaves, little longer and pointed, something like this. So you can add little variation into the leaf and you can get different kind of leaf altogether. So my first flower is completed, and how simple it is, as you can see. Now let's do the second one. So for the second one again I'm using pencil, and then you can create multiple string. Basically you are creating a guideline like how you want to create your string. You can directly do these things with the help of brush pen itself, but it is easier for me to create a string first, and then accordingly I can start creating flowers. So I'm using light purple color, and I'm going through my string left and right, creating one petal kind of structure, pushing my brush a little bit and moving my brush towards left side and right side, and releasing slowly to get one pointed end. So it is basically like a brush only, as you can see. You just need to move your brush in a certain angle to get little thickness, and you will easily create something like this. So I have created these in all the string that we have. Now I'm using little darker shade of purple color, and I'm going in between creating more flowers into it. So these are small flowers you can consider. Now with the help of light green color I'm going to create string. So my string is full of flower, but still I have little space to showcase little bit of greenery into my flower area. At the base, at the tip of the string, basically we need green element. So I'm going to repeat it throughout the flower for all the flowers that we have for today's video, and in between you can create a small green element, and then you can create a bigger leaf. So for this particular, I'm creating a string of leaves like this. So you can create a substring, and then you can create multiple leaves left and right to create one single leaf. And I think this much is enough. I'm done with second one as well. Now let's move to the third one, and third one is also very simple. So in the third one, I'm going to use different shades of color and different shade of green as well. So in this one, I'm thinking about magenta color and pink color. So I'm going to start with the pencil again to create a string so that I can understand how I want to create my flowers. So I'm creating two string, one bigger, one smaller, and then dividing it into multiple substring at the tip of the string to create a flower kind of patterns. So it is more like we have hanging flower at the base of the string, and because of which I have created multiple strings, and then around each string I am creating one stroke with magenta color to replicate flowers. So I have created substring in different length. So couple of them are longer, couple of them are smaller, and then you can create some fine lines to get different perspective, and then you can use lighter shade of pink color to create one more petal. So basically we have two different color to create one single flower. Each string has one flower at the tip, and we need to repeat the same thing for other set of flower as well. Now in this one I'm using olive green color. I'm going around the substring and tracing everything, making the middle part little bit more thicker, and then we are going to create stem and leaf. So you just need to trace everything with the help of olive green color, and then for this one maybe we can have different kind of leaf altogether. So in this one I'm creating two strokes leaves, something like this, and smaller in size. In the first one the leaves were little longer, and this one I have kept smaller. Now for the fourth flower I'm using yellow color. So I have two different shades of yellow color. One is lemon yellow and another one is Indian yellow. So I have started with the lemon yellow color, and I'm creating round structure like this. I have fine negative space in between this particular structure, and I'm creating a group of flower. The upper flowers are little bigger, and as we are moving towards downward direction, the flower size is little bit smaller, and you can create multiple groups like this. So I'm just creating round pattern having fine negative space in between, because I'm going to use two different shades of color. So with the help of second color you just need to fill the in between space that we have created. You can also keep a little bit space white only, that is also fine. Now this is my flower. Now again with the help of green color I'm going to create stems. So because this is a group of flower, you need to understand where you can keep your stems. So my stems are like this. All flowers should be attached with the main stem. So you might need to create substring as well to connect all the flowers, and then at the tip of the string you can create a small green element. You just need to tap your brush like this to create some greenery around the string that you have. You can also create a leaf kind of pattern. I'm creating a small leaf, but definitely you can choose your own pattern to create different kind of leaf. So something like this I have created for this particular one, and I'm totally fine with this particular structure. Now let's move to the next one. So we have two more flowers. So in this one I'm going to use two different shades of pink color. I have basically 4 sets of pink, different. So with the help of first color I'm creating something like this. 2 petals little bit left and right, and 2 petals are mostly towards downward direction. So you will get something like this at the end. So left and right, and 2 petals towards downward direction. So these are my flowers. Now with the help of different pink color, you can just go around in between and you can create more petals with similar pattern so that you can see 2 different shades of pink. And these are my flowers. I'm also using little bit of yellow color in between just to get little contrast and different elements of flowers all together. And with the help of light green color, I'm going to create stems and leaf. So in this one we have individual flowers, but again hanging flowers. And for this one I'm creating one stroke leaves, little wavy pattern. So you just need to move your brush a little bit while creating these leaves so that you can have little wavy pattern around the leaf area, and in between you can also add little bit green element. And now let's move to the last one. So for the last one I'm using red color and orange color. So with the help of red color you can create a small circular structure, and you can create a pattern which is connecting to the circular pattern that we have. So basically it is like rose kind of flower, but inverted rose. These are hanging, so I'm creating this in inverted form. So at the base you can create just small dot to showcase flower bird, and likewise you can create many flowers, and then with the help of orange color cover the rest area of the flower to complete this particular flower. So basically I am using 2 different color. You can also use pink color to create a little bit center part of the flower as well, which is again optional because these are very smaller in size. And then you can connect all the flowers together with the help of green color. You can create main leaf like we did for other flowers. So in this one I'm going to create 1 stroke leaves, smaller in size. And we are done with today's video. I really like to use these brush pen. This is absolutely easy, beginner friendly, and absolutely good for kids as well. So if you have kids, I think these sets are must, because if you know how to use brush pen, you can use brush easily, or vice versa as well. So if you are comfortable using brush, I'm sure you are comfortable using brush pen as well. And I'm hoping this video is helpful for you guys. Please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, and thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video.